Yo, kids are like trees. You got to take care of them from the get-go. Now, once they're all big and then you can't turn bad habits into good habits, it's going to be really hard. You know, kids right now at this stage, it's their roots. It's like you have this big-ass oak tree, right? And it's kind of leaning to the side. Well, obviously, somebody didn't take care of it, right? And then make sure that the tree trunk was growing straight, you know? They were just like, oh, let's just plant it and leave it there. Like, no, you're not just going to have a kid and just let it be. You gotta nurture it. You gotta love it. You gotta love them. You gotta show them love, respect, kindness, like too much love. Kids require too much love. And how do you expect for me to put so much love into so many children with just 2 hours on my time? Let's be real. They require a lot of attention. Too much. So you gotta be constantly watering your plants, right? You gotta water them at least once a day. At least. I mean, shit, now they're gonna die in this heat in San Antonio. Well, shit, it's cold right now. This weather's tripping over here. It's bipolar. Like somebody I know. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes I forget to water the tree. But I still make sure that it's gonna be okay. You know? It's like... I do my best to be there every day of their life. Show up to their school as much as I can. That's where I get my time with the older four. Baby Kez is more like... She's being taken care of pretty well. She's chubby. But... yeah, like... I do my best to be there for all my children. It's hard, especially right now, because they're in different places, and trying to get them to all bond together and trying to get them to all be in one room, even at that, it's pretty hard. I enjoy the moments when I get to, which is, it's been 2 months and a day to be exact today. But, I mean, I saw them at the gas station for the first time in 2 months together in one spot. And, you know, that brings joy to me to see them all together. And it's just, I can't wait to bring them all 5 together consistently. That's my goal. You know, with me working, sometimes it's hard for me to visit them, but I shouldn't take time out of work to go and visit my children. You know, I should be able to have that bond with them no matter what. And it just takes a lot of pride and ego to do that to a parent, period. Like, let's be real. I can take care of a kid when they're sick. I can take care of a kid, period. My own mom has me babysit for her, like, ever since I was younger, when I was a teenager. Like, we live in a different era now, but I used to take care of my little sister, fix her hair, and I was like 15 years old. But it's like, I love it. I love to be a father. I don't like to just say that I'm a father. Like, I love being a father. That's the difference between me and some dads out here. You know, that I can do all these things. Not because, oh, I'm trying to prove that a point of, oh, I'm an independent dad. No, I like to show my kids that. Like, you know, I wanted my dad to come and, like, play sports with me or go something goofy, or, you know, I mean, I have some memories like that, and they're cool, but I wish it was like that every day for me. I mean, some people grow up with both parents and they don't know what it's like to grow up with separate parents. And that's the difference between some people that grow up with 2 parents. They think, oh, you know, I'm gonna do me for now, la la la. Like, y'all don't get it, man. Y'all really don't get it. Some people fight harder to keep their families than to have their families fall apart. You know, sometimes we're young, we're dumb, but it happens, and I've been through it. I've been in the middle of it many times. I didn't like it. So that's exactly why I didn't want for my children. But I'm going to keep fighting, and I'm not going to stop. Like, I'm going to show my kids that I'm there. If I have to show up to their school, you know, and I'm literally rubbing Keanu and Carter's back for their nap time, and sometimes I end up falling asleep. You know, but I miss that. I miss the warmness. I miss that comfort of, you know, my kids just breathing and sleeping, and, you know, it sucks because Kaylin and Cameron get to see me for 30 minutes during their lunch, and they have so much to tell me, and they can't tell me all of it because by the next time they see me, they forget about it. You know, they're okay. Have you heard that little like moral story? That story of the two twin boys that are raised by their father, and their mom and dad, and they grow up, and one of them becomes an alcoholic, and the other one never has an alcoholic beverage as he's older. And they ask him, well, they ask one of the boys, like, why do you drink? And he says, well, because I saw my father drink. And the other one says, well, why don't you drink? And he says, well, because I saw my father drink. You know what I'm saying? Is that you can't just take everything and take the negative out of it and feel bad for yourself. You got to take all the positive that's ever happened to you in your life and then turn it into a positive for your children. And that's how I've always been. It's, man, like the first day I found out I was having Kaylin and Cameron, I was kind of like shocked, and I was actually playing a joke on some people before I found out. But I mean, I think God knows exactly what I can handle, and I mean, I love it. You can't tell me what I don't love, even if it's not there with me. You know, it's like some car guys out here that can't afford some of these badass cars. Like, they can't afford what they really want, GTR or something, but they know all about it. You know what I mean? Like, one day they might just end up growing up to have it, saving up for it. And that's where I'm at, focusing on being mentally more stronger and more wiser, and financially being more stable for my children, for their future. You know, it's like, just because I don't have it now, it doesn't mean I won't have it. And I actually told that to one of my teachers when I was having my twins. I remember I got kicked out of class, and well, I didn't get kicked out. I kind of walked out of class kind of upset because somebody told me, like, oh, you're just a dumb kid that's gonna have kids and you ain't gonna get nowhere in life. And all I said was, like, you know, I just kind of took it hard, and I just got up and said, like, only because I don't have a house for them now, just because I don't have a steady job, just because I don't have it doesn't mean I won't have it. You know what I mean? Just because I'm not a mature person now, it doesn't mean I won't be mature when the time comes. You know what I mean? Like, I can still be childish with my children, and I remember to be a kid. Like, I remember everything as a kid. Like, I make the littlest choices for them because I remember me as a kid, that I wanted that. Like, I wanted my dad. Like, when somebody's passionate about something, like some of these dudes, right? Like I said, some of these guys are very passionate about cars, racing, motorcycles, basketball, working out, you know, just different things. And my passion is my children. Like, that's my passion, and that motivates me to just want to do better and bigger things. And you know, it's just it's hard when just people doubt you, and all people want to do is paint you like a bad guy and paint you like something that you're not. But you know what? I'll go and I'll paint myself as something that I am, and you're still gonna hate me. You know, like, paint me how you want to hate me. Paint me how you do hate me. I'll paint myself as myself and make you hate me even more. And you know, your opinion doesn't matter to me. Nobody's opinion matters to me. The only opinion that matters is Kaylin, Cameron, Keanu, Carter's, and Kezi's. And you know, as long as they know that I'm gonna be here no matter what, like, ain't nothing gonna stop me from fighting for them. Period. And kids are like sponges. They absorb and remember everything. I sure do. I remember a lot. And I was 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 years old, 24 years old now, 25 years old, I mean. I forgot. I looked that younger. It's like, how are you gonna go plant that tree though, and then forget about it and come back 24 years later and be like, hey, you know, what's up, tree? Like, you know, you wanna give me some shade? You know, you wanna feed me some apples maybe? Like, what? You weren't there for me? Why am I gonna give you shade? No, what the hell? Like, you know, I planted you. I'm your boss because I planted you. You know, you stupid big tree. You're beautiful, but I planted you. So that makes me your boss. I was like, no, but you know, somebody else took care of me. They made sure I grew up straight and not crooked, and you know, some nice beautiful apples, and look at all these leaves, you know, sometimes I have up and downs, you know, all my leaves fall off and I look dead and I'm falling apart. But then you know what? Somebody comes and waters me and takes care of me, and they're there for me. And then in the summer, I'm blooming. You know what I mean? That's kids. That's kids, bro. Like, the moral of the story is that you need to take care of the kids now. When they're kids, put good habits into them, because once they're like 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, it gets harder. As they're teenagers, that's where it's gonna be harder, because they're gonna think they know it all. Like, shit, I thought I knew it all, like a dumbass. But shit, I had some parents that slapped me a few times, threw me down the stairs, but shit, I felt like I'm doing good, kind of a little hyper, but has to do too. My mom probably smacking me a few times in the head. Quien sabe. But yeah, like, you gotta give them the kindness, the sweetness, the love, the everything that they need you want them to be as young adults. Put it in them now as their roots are growing. Not when they're 13, 14, because then you just can't do it. They just have bad habits already. And to change that, it's gonna be really hard. It's like you can have a crooked tree, and eventually start going straight, but then it's gonna look kind of like, oh shit, it's like, oh, crooked, like my nose. But I mean, I still look good. So I mean, it gets harder as time goes by. It doesn't get easier. So I mean, that's how I feel about my kids. I'm always gonna talk about my kids, even if I'm talking about something dumb, like chocolate cake. I love chocolate cake. All right, well, like and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram, Jayho20, JAYWHO20. Well, like I said, tell me what y'all think. Feel free to message me, comment, whatever. Do whatever y'all want. I don't really care. Well, dudes, I'm gonna go grab me some ass. That's gonna be my next video. Jayho eats ass.